Shalom, shalom, brother Kadash, giving all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Kadash. And this just goes to show you, like, that you don't even own your kids. You know, it's horrible having kids in this wicked kingdom, but, you know, in the paradise and the kingdom to come, you know, things are going to be a lot better for us. And this is why we suffer. This is why we wait. Patience, have patience in the truth. This is why we suffer making our bodies a living sacrifice. This is why people don't get why we're out on the highways and byways, why we putting ourselves through, through these things to try to follow the Lord to the best of our abilities, where we could just easily just follow the world, be wicked, and that's way easier. People don't understand why we keeping the Passover, while we keeping the high holy days to the best of our ability, keeping the law, statutes, commandments to the best of our ability, getting cameras with garments and going out on the highways and byways and being the only ones out there, standing out there doing that. People don't understand, but this is why, man, because there's nothing else you could do. For point of fact, you don't even have ain't nothing you could do with your kids, man. Like we have damn, I'm forgetting their name. Child custody, child services, or something like that. Child Protective Service, CPS, or something like that. You know, a person can make a phone call on you, and they gonna come out and investigate you. You put your kids in the school system, which that's what I'm going through right now. Um, the school has power over them. You know, the school examines them, make recommendations for them, and you gotta follow these things, man. And these things could be made up. You know what I mean? But what can you do? Because like, if you don't put them in school, then the state's going to reach out to you to get you to put them in school, or to see if you are homeschooling. Homeschooling is expensive and not something that's easily done. So you gotta put them in school. You know what I mean? If you gotta go to work in this kingdom, you gotta go to the plantation. You can't just have your kids with you. So you gotta put them in school at some point in time. Cause I try to hold out too, but doing private school is it's just not realistic unless you have like millions of dollars type shit, or at least like close to it. It's just not realistic with a lot of kids and stuff like that. But it's possible, but it takes a lot of effort. But how can you even put a lot of effort into that? You gotta play a big part with homeschool, but how can you put a lot of effort into that if you too busy working at the plantation to just try to stay alive and living check by check like everybody is, especially during a time right now where there's inflation, and prices of everything going up. You know what I mean? So it's very tough thing to do. You know what I mean? But like, so in this case right here, it just show you that a mother at that didn't even have rights over her child, and who really has and who really, you don't even belong to yourself. You got a social security card. You belong to the state. Your children belong to the state. Your parents belong to the state, or the country. You see what I'm saying? So it just shows you that yes, indeed, you are still a slave today. So let's let this play.
Miss County woman who tried to treat her daughter's cancer with CBD oil has now been sentenced to 90 days behind bars after prosecutors said the mother interfered with the teenager's care by refusing to follow doctor's orders. Investigative reporter Kyle Boshi has been following this case for years and joins us in the newsroom. Kyle.
David, this case dates back to 2019, pre-pandemic. At the time, it sparked debate over a parent's right to control medical care. And caught in the middle of it all, a teenage girl who was battling cancer. The Oregon mother who treated her daughter's liver cancer with CBD oil is headed to prison. A judge sentenced Christina Dixon to 90 days behind bars. In November.
You see what I'm saying? So, and it shows that they jail system. I ain't got the precepts in front of me, but I'm just going to quote it. It says they are in prison houses. And matter of fact, in Isaiah 61, it talks about the opening of the prisons, right? And even though that this appears to be an Edomite, you know what I mean? Just imagine how much worse it is for the black people if they're going through this, So she probably did her research and knew that chemo shit was killing children and all that type of stuff, in her opinion, fair use or whatever it is, But she decided to take another route. You know what I mean? She decided to take another route, and that should be her choice, and that should be it right there. That should be it. But no, actually she got 90 days, which I can't even keep playing the video because for certain purposes, you got to check the video out yourself. But she was scheduled to come in to the hospital to do some things. She didn't. She fled because she didn't want those things to be done on her child because we know the outcome of those things. So she decided to do self treatment. You see a lot of that with brothers in the truth. They'll get their herbs. They'll get different things and decide to do self treatment. A lot of us, we don't really like running to the big H. You got the big H in Germany. You got the big H right now in Palestine. And then you got the big H right here in America. We don't like running to the big H. You see what I'm saying? So we'll try to do everything to prevent us from running to the big H. You see what I'm saying? So this is why it's really it's so important if you is a black person, because that's who I'm talking about. My people is to if you live in small little towns, which I'm in the process of this right now, small little towns that's majority white, just leave, move. The Lord never said that you had to stay in the town that you in and teach the truth. People use that shit as an excuse. Move, get up out of there. Go to something that's more diverse, man. So you can have more diverse schooling systems. At least that'll be a little bit better, so you can have more diverse big H's, if you know what I'm saying. At least that'll be a little bit better, man. If we all gotta move to Atlanta, then let it so be it. You see what I'm saying? But this just goes to show you that you don't have power over yourself. You don't have power over your wife in this kingdom, and you don't have power over your children in this kingdom. You don't even have power over your parents in this kingdom when they get old. So this is why we do the things and the sacrifices we do, because we want to see this place go down, man, and we want that paradise with that salvation to be like Shalom.